Hello, tonight I thought I would just do a quick video and let you know what I've been working on in terms of like sewing and knitting. So let me show you things I've been working on. First of all, I finished up a project I've been working on for so long. This is the Fairfield dress shirt, and I made this for Douglas. Basically, it's a simple dress shirt. It's got, oh, you can see it's definitely not perfect, but it's just like a normal dress shirt. The sleeves can roll up, and there's a little placard to like keep the sleeve in place. It just buttons down the front of the shirt. It's got a pocket on it. Pretty standard, but because it is a dress shirt, like it took me a long time. I actually did a mock-up of it and then the actual real shirt, and the fit isn't great. Doug's never actually worn it yet. I think I might try wearing it a couple times, but I'm super proud of just the fact that I finished it. It looks like very legit. I think it'd be great for fall time. The material is actually really nice. I bought it from Blackbird Fabric, and it's just kind of a mid-weight denim, almost like a light mid-weight denim, and it's got a nice sheen to it as well. So this one kind of took its toll on me, kind of put me off sewing for a little while, but I'm really happy that I finally finished it, and I hope I can wear it a few times, or Doug can wear it a few times before it like falls apart. Anyway, that pattern, it had us so long. It was pretty good, but just I think a little bit too advanced, and you have to be so careful doing all like the hemming around the edges of like the cuffs and things. I'm not that kind of a sewer, you know. I like to be fast and dirty. So then the next project I made is a one-piece retro bathing suit. This is the Bombshell, and it's got kind of a skirted bottom and with like a traditional crotch underneath, so it looks just like you're wearing a skirt. I'll put a picture of the model wearing it here, and I opted for the version that has the scrunchy booby top with the ties along the back. Super cute. This one was way quicker to sew. I bought the fabric from, the outer fabric is from Blackbird Fabrics again, because I listen to Love to Sew podcast, so I feel like I can support them. And then the inner lining is actually from, and the elastics that I used was from Bra and Corset Making Supply here in Canada. The inside is not the nicest. There's like no finished edges just because of the pattern, but I'm very proud of this one as well. Doug and I go swimming somewhat fairly often, and again, nice simple colored fabric, a lot of fun to make. My first bathing suit. I still should go up and clean up some of the strings, but it's got a lot of ruching to kind of like hide the tummy, and it just kind of clings around your butt at the bottom. I really enjoy this one a lot, and this was like a one-day make. And then the last thing I managed to finish here, this is another like one-day project. This toque here, look how good it looks on camera. It looks better on camera than it looks in real life, but anyway, this hat I made for Douglas. He was just asking for a hat, and that's because a million years ago my best friend Melissa sewed me this simple like square hat, where when you wear the square hat it looks like it's got ears. Adorable. And she also made me these like little hand warmers, which I wear pretty much 24/7 when it gets cold. These are almost, I'm more in love with them than I am with the hat, just so comfy. It just adds a nice bit of like coziness and warmth. So this is called the Vermonter hat. I found it on Ravelry, and you use super bulky wool, so it goes really quickly. It's just like knitting in the round, knitting and purling once in a while. And the pattern called for a pom-pom on top, but Doug preferred no pom-pom, so we went with no pom-pom. But how cute is that? You can kind of push in the top, and it kind of just ends. And then I also made him some hand warmers as well. So I didn't have a pattern for these, but I copied the knit and purl detail from the toque pattern, as well as like the rim. You can kind of see it's like mirrored. And then I just knit it straight. I didn't knit it in the round or anything. And then just sewed up the sides with a little bit of extra thread. But this took like one ball for the hat and the glove. So I've still got a lot of thread left. So I think I might make him like a cowl or something just to use up the extra thread. But these are super cute, and I really like this hat. I kind of want to make one for myself as well. I made it a little bit oversized and a little bit longer than the pattern called for, because some of the comments said it was a little bit short, and I think it worked out just perfectly. Basically, I just added an extra roll of knitting each time, and then I just made sure that this was actually 2 inches. So I added an extra row or 2 down here. One thing that I discovered about knitting that I never knew before is that like the size of your needles makes a huge difference. So for this project I used 10mm needles, which are huge. And you needed 1 pair that are like attached with this string for knitting in the round, so your stitches go around and round and you just knit forever. And for the gloves I just knit back and forth kind of like traditionally. And I just wanted to shout out these needles because they are LIHAO brand, Lao, and I got them on Amazon.ca, and they're $15. You get a bunch, you get every size of these. Another $15, you get every set of the round ones. You can't pick the tube length, it just comes with 1 tube length, but whatever, you can make it work. And so I just ordered the knitting in the round pair because I feel like it would have been very helpful to have some double pointed needles when making these guys. So that was another $15. And if you go to Michael's here in Canada, they're like $5 or $6 a pair for just 1 set of needles. So you save a ton of money. Now these are not the highest quality needles. I don't know if you can see, but just from knitting this one project, the wood seems a little bit soft, so I do have some like scrapes on there, but no splitting or anything. And the tube, I was a little bit worried was gonna get a little bit bent out of shape or something, but it held out fine. So if you're like a once a year type of knitter like me, these are such a good economical solution without paying like $200 for a nice set of like the interchangeable ones that like real sewers would use. These ones do the trick absolutely fine. So if you're just trying to figure out if you want to start knitting or if you even like knitting, $15, you get every single size that you could possibly need. Good for any type of project. It's a ton of fun. I would highly recommend. I always feel when knitting or spinning that it's a very like historical process, more so even than like the feeling I get from sewing, because I don't do a lot of hand sewing, but I just feel like really connected to humanity. Even like making fingerless gloves, like how many people throughout the history of time have done a project like that? It's just like, it's a pretty special feeling. So again, I would suggest you try it out. I'm going to be knitting a couple more things this season. But let me know if you're doing any sewing this season now that we're transitioning into fall. It definitely feels a lot more like fall around here than it was even just a few weeks ago. So I'm resigned to it. I'm trying to enjoy fall as much as I can here with like my hot cocos and you guys and my knitting. I also have a couple of fun new products to try out for makeup videos. I can't wait to share that with you guys. But for now, I think I'm signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching and checking out all my progress here with me today. I will see you all in my next beauty video. Bye!